All right, we're going to be doing grammar of polygons. This doesn't mean we're doing nouns or verbs. Grammar means like the vocabulary or the basics for it. Okay, so we're going to go back to basics and just do some vocabulary. 6.1. Okay. You have a note sheet that looks similar to this. Mine has color. Yours does not. I left yours black and white on purpose so you can write inside of them. Mine won't be as easy to do. But you have this one. We have the top half. We're going to talk about what a polygon is first. And so a polygon is a figure that's in a plane, one plane. It's flat, in other words, and it has some characteristics. It has 3 or more sides made of segments. This having 3 or more sides is important, but made of segments is really important. That means then it cannot be curved. Segments mean line, portions of lines, and so they cannot have curves. So this is just 3 or more sides. In this case, this blue one right here would not be 1, okay? Because it is not, it has curves, okay? Number 2, each side intersects 2 other sides at one point, okay? One of these, we said this one up here does not meet the criteria. What other one does not meet the criteria?
That one right there, the metal one.
This metal looking one, the white, I couldn't fill it in because it wasn't even able to be filled when I was filling these in because it does not meet. Notice right here, this does not have, that end point does not meet the other side over here, okay? So this one is not a polygon either. You're welcome to cross those out also or somehow put the not a polygon somewhere on there. Because the rest of these things that we're going to do at the bottom all have to do with polygons. Are any questions so far? All right. Now we're going to scoot down on your page. We're going to talk about the 2 vocabulary that you have there. 3 vocabulary, actually. We're going to scoot down. We're going to talk about convex, concave, and regular. Which of those words have you heard before? Regular, okay. Any of the other?
Well, I've heard them all, but I can't remember what they are.
If you're walking, if I said that the ground is concaved,
that means it's like
dipping in, right? Okay, dipped in. And so we'll talk about convex because that's probably the one you've not heard as much. We're going to talk about convex. It's hard to see. I would not suggest that you write this whole thing. I would suggest that you wait for a moment. Let me read it, and then you summarize it in your words after we talk about it, okay? A convex polygon, it should be in a convex polygon, all the vertices of the polygon will point outward away from the interior shape, okay? So let's look at this red one up here. Do all of the vertices point out away from the center?
Yes.
What about the green one?
Yeah. Well, no.
No, this one is not convex. Notice right here, these ones actually point inward.
Was it concave?
Yes, as a matter of fact. I think the most important part of this is the pointing outward part. You can't even see that. Let me get a little darker color here. The pointing outward part. You write what you need to remember that, because I'm not going to ever ask you to write the definition of convex on a paper. You just need to be able to identify shapes that are convex or concave, okay? You could say something about vertices pointing out or so forth, or just point out. Questions?
I made sure I underlined all because if I didn't specify all,
Yes.
then that green one would also be convex.
Yes, because this one here, every single one of them, this one has some vertices here that point out,
Yeah,
right?
that's
But they
right.
also have some vertices that point in.
Yeah.
So all of them have to point out.
Is concave the ones that point in?
Very good. That's the next thing. It is. So let's go here. So concave, also called non-convex. So other textbooks will call them non-convex. So it's a concave polygon has at least one of its vertices that point toward the interior or point in to the shape. So we only have to have one of them to be concave. I would suggest that we now go through all of those that are polygons. Remember, these two are not right here. So which ones are so this red one we said was
Convex.
this red one, I'm sorry, this one right here.
Convex.
It is convex. I'm going to draw. And the green one?
Concave.
Concave. The star, the pink one,
Concave.
concave. The square.
Oh, it's regular. Isn't it?
Regular.
Regular.
Oh, it is regular, but it could be convex or concave, and we'll get to that regular in a minute.
I said convex.
This one is
Convex.
convex. All right, I'm going to come. What about
Yeah.
this star-looking one?
Concave.
It is concave. Good. And then this triangle over here.
Convex.
Convex. Okay. We're going to now talk about this word regular. Talk about the regular. You know, you might also, if you want to not have all these arrows everywhere, here's another option.
I just wrote them in.
You could do this. You could come over here and put letters on all of them, or numbers. 1, 2, 3, or A, B, C, 4, 5, 6. And I don't know, I should have named this one, anyway, 7, maybe that one should have been 1. And if you wanted to, underneath them, you can put the numbers of the ones that apply, if you'd like. Or an A, B, C. Oh, that would, or right on top of them. That would work too. All right. So let's talk about regular. A polygon that is equilateral and equiangular. So all its angles and all its sides are equal. So which of them up top, you can tell me by color or number or shape, which ones are regular?
5.
5 and
7.
7. What about
Oh,
6?
Wait, 6.
What about 6?
Maybe. I don't know.
I agree that this angle right,
Yeah.
this angle is congruent to that angle. But is it congruent to this angle?
I don't know.
Are those two angles? One looks
No, they're not.
one looks
One's
obtuse and one's acute. So number 6
Would
is
not be.
not regular. I'm going to have to say that I think that regular is going to have to be convex.
Oh, okay.
Because if it's
Yeah.
concave, then one's going to be obtuse.
Yeah.
When they're concave, like this up here, or maybe
Yeah.
not. Ooh, maybe, yeah.
But number 2 isn't.
Number 2,
Those aren't obtuse, are they? Those look like 90 degrees. or
oh,
less.
they might not be, but it's concave, and so you're going to have two different kinds of
Different
angles.
kinds of angles, yeah.
You're going to have a small one and a larger one in some way. That's true.
Yeah.
Those could be right angles. Same with this. You have an angle here and an angle there, and those are definitely not equal.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay? All right. Questions. On your homework, you will be asked if a shape is concave or convex, or if a shape is regular or not. Okay?
That's going fast.
All right. At the bottom of your note sheet, we're going to learn about naming polygons based on their number of sides. What I'd like you to do is I would like you to count all the sides and place the number inside that polygon. For example, this one right here has 3 sides, so I'd like you to write the number 3 inside, and I want you to do that for all of them. We're going to pause the video here and let you do all that, and then come back when you're ready. All right, the first one we said had 3 sides, and that makes it a triangle. The next one, we know it has 4 sides. It's not called a rectangle. It's not called a square, although it is, but in general, all 4-sided figures are quadrilaterals. This particular one happens to be a regular quadrilateral, but if we had a quadrilateral that looked like this would still be a quadrilateral, but it doesn't look like a square or a rectangle, so it just has 4 sides. 4 sides. The next one has 5 sides, so it's a pentagon. You should be writing these in on your note sheets. The next one has 6 sides, and it's called a hexagon. The next one you already wrote down has 7 sides. This is one that's not as familiar. You might not have heard the name of this one. It is a heptagon. This next one you see often on a street sign. It is an 8 sides, and it's an octagon. Have you ever wondered, we got about this oct here. This means 8, but October does not have 8. It's not the 8th, it's the 10th month. In class we had a discussion about this, that during the time of Augustus Caesar and Julius Caesar, they added 2 more months. Julius Caesar, I think, was June or July, probably July, and Augustus Caesar added August, which made 2 extra months. So October went from the 8th month and moved down to the 10th month. Little history for you there. The next one here has 9 sides. This is probably brand new to many of you. It is a nonagon. Next one is 10 sides, which is a decagon. You've heard of deca. When you hear of a decameter, we use those, or a decimeter actually, so you can say it either way. The last one here is not 11 sides, it's 12, and it is a dodecagon. Now after we get up to 12, most of the time we don't keep naming them. Some of them do have names, but it's just easier if we just name them by their number of sides. For example, if a 13-sided figure, we would change that n to a 13 and we'd call it a 13gon. Kind of boring, but if it had 15 sides, we'd call it a 15gon, and so forth. Now, the quadrilateral interior angles theorem, it's your very first theorem on your theorem sheet here, states this, that the sum of the measures of the interior angles of a quadrilateral is 360. The word sum means to add, and so we have the sum of the measures of the interior angles. Those are the angles on the inside of a quadrilateral, and remember a quadrilateral has 4 sides and 4 angles. So the sum of those measures is going to equal 360 degrees. So if we added all of those up, and they would equal 360. So if I took the 75 and I added the 105 plus that 90 degrees right there, plus we'll call that x, that would equal 360. We won't solve this right now. We have other examples later that we're going to solve it, but I just wanted you to understand that that quadrilateral interior angles theorem means that we take all those angles inside, add them up, and they equal 360. All right, number 1, is it a polygon, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, I'm just going to write a P for polygon. All right, what about number 2?
No.
Why is number 2 not a polygon?
Rounded.
Because it's got curves, not a polygon. Okay, and then number 3.
Polygon.
Yes.
If you had to state it, which you don't have to state, it would be concave or convex.
Concave.
What about number 1?
Convex.
Very good. We don't have to list that, but we could. Now let's do I'll let you do 4 through 6, get 4 through 6 finished, and we'll work on it together. Just give me an indication that you're finished. I've got 1 person who's done. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, number 4. Is number 4 a polygon, yes or no?
Yes.
What about number 5?
No.
Why not?
Because
Doesn't connect.
It does not connect, so not a polygon. And number 6,
No.
No.
not a polygon. Why?
Because
Curves.
it's
Because it's curved. All right. You have the rest, the 6 more on your page you're going to do by yourself. Let's look at numbers 13, 14, 15, and 16. If you'll turn the page, trying to resist the temptation to finish 1 through 12.
Oh, no, I already did it. That's why it was done.
All right, here we go. She's almost there. She just tried so hard. Number 13. I want to know the name of number 13. What is that one?
Pentagon.
Oh,
It's got how many sides?
5.
5. You don't have to write what I'm writing. I'm writing the number 5, but you don't have to. And it is called a
Pentagon.
pentagon. I'm going to let you try numbers 14, 15, and 16. Tell me when you're done so that...
What is that?
Let you try it. Give me hands up when you're done with 14, 15, and 16. 14, how many sides does that have?
6.
6 sides, so it is a
Hexagon.
hexagon. Am I spelling that right? Is that a hexagon or
Yeah, it's a
okay, good.
hexagon.
Good.
It's like
I don't my vowels. I have a hard time figuring out which one. Okay, this one we had to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it is a
Decagon.
decagon.
Whatever.
This one, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is a
Quadrilateral.
Quadrilateral.
I probably butchered the spelling of that.
I just put
quadri. I always pronounce it quadra. It's a quadrilateral.
I put hex, I put deck, and I put quad.
wow.
ain't trying to spell that out.
First
All right. You have more of these like this one. I think there might be 4 or 5 more for you to do by yourself, but I got you started.
22.
Go now to 22 and 23. The words concave and concave.
Fix my sheet so hard.
I apologize. 23 and 20. Excuse me, 22 and 23. I need you to write either concave or convex. You're not going to be able to just write the word con because you're going to have to write the whole word out. I guess
We can write cave or vex.
that's what I just thought. That's exactly just. Were you reading my mind? Beck?
Favor.
Or was I reading yours? Cave or vex.
I'm just
Or V or an no, you can't even do that. All right, give me hands up if you've done those 2.
Oh,
One
just
person's
the
done.
two?
22 and 23.
Yes.
Oh, we're all done. Okay, number 22, concave or convex?
Concave.
Yes.
Well, that.
Number 23,
Convex.
Convex.
I'm going to just do it just for Brett.
Then convex.
Just a vex there for you, okay?
Yay.
I can't guarantee that will be acceptable at home for you guys, but it'll be acceptable for that one right there. All right, here we go.
That'll be acceptable.
Nice names.
So far, we have put no numbers down on these pages, all words.
That's a good thing.
And some people are happy about that. All right. Now we need to know if they're regular or not regular. Number 26 and 27, I'm going to let you try it.
Wait.
What's the difference again?
Yeah, what does regular mean?
Equilateral and equiangular.
So
right?
regular, it has to be all angles and all sides have to be the same size.
Now. What?
Got 2
Can we
people,
just
one
put
person's
R
done.
and N?
Sure.
Yeah, don't copy me. I'll be right
I just put yes and no.
Yes and no. Yes meaning regular and no meaning not regular. Okay. I got 1, 2, 3
I'm
people, 4,
She's done. She's doing the rest.
5. She's doing the rest. Okay, so number 26. When I looked at 26, the length of that one looked different than the length of that one, so it could not be regular. So it's not regular. What about number 27?
That is
Right.
It is regular.
Regular, not
Okay.
I got it mixed up.
All right. So there's more on that page for you to do. All right. Now we're going to get some numbers in here. You might need a calculator out, and that is okay. I don't mind. We said that the measures of those interior angles should add up to how much?
360.
That's correct, 360. So I have 94, 102, and 94. If you would like to do it this way, you could write the 94 plus the 102 plus the 94 if you desire,
What did I do?
plus x equals the 360. But if you wanted to just add those up and put the sum of that in there instead, I would be okay with that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you could have just, on your calculator, put 94 plus 102 plus 94 and wrote that. Can someone help me? I don't know those in my head. What is 90? 290. Please verify someone. She verified? Okay, 290 is what I heard. Plus x equals 360. You don't have to write it in this equation. Something plus 390 equals 360. Let's see. I think it's going to be, I know what it is. That's what I got also. X equals 70, or just 70
How
degrees.
do you guys do this so fast?
It takes 10 to get up to 300, and then there's 360, so 10 and 60 makes 7. So,
Yeah.
Well, I know how to do it. It's just going to take me longer than 3 seconds.
no problem. And the rest of you are going ahead. I thought we were going behind. You little rascals. All right. Now, these next ones have X's in them. They're
I
not
don't
just
like
numbers
that.
anymore. He doesn't like that, I heard. So, I am going to have to need some space here. I want to ask you to do me a favor here. Someone help me. What is 106 plus 106 plus 74? Can you please tell me what that is? 106 plus 106 plus 74. Can you do that on your calculator or in your head?
286.
How much?
Wait, 286?
I
Yeah, 286.
106.
286. Okay.
Yeah, 286.
So 286
Wait, what number do you
plus
32. 34. Wait.
What?
32. 32.
32. 286 plus what?
9x minus 7
9x minus 7
equals.
equals, I'm going to run out of room here. I might have to write in a different color to fit it. 360. 286 minus 7. I'll let you guys work on that one by yourself if you need to do that.
And then we go to the next one, 34.
We could. We're going to go together if you'd like, but
Oh, okay.
you can go ahead if you're done. You can go ahead and get started. That would be fantastic.
Yeah, I'm doing the same.
You're doing the same thing.
Doing the
I
same
want to
thing.
make sure I'm not getting too far. Can you tell me what 360 minus 279 is? Someone
81.
can someone confirm that?
Yeah.
Good. Thank you. Got it.
Did I get this right?
So I got 9x equals 81, and
9x.
x equals 9.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right. Good. All right. So you guys are already ahead of me on number 34.
Where?
Yeah, I'm done.
Well, some people are.
I'm
Some
not
people are.
quite done, but I'm on.
Wow.
I need help
Slow down, really.
with 105 and 68. How many people have added that up already? All right. I got 173 plus 16x plus 22x minus 3. I don't have enough room equals 360. I got that also. You guys are doing great. 360 minus 170 is how much?
I can't add. I just use the trash.
Yeah.
Tell me what. Well, tell me what you got though. You're ahead of me. So what is 360 minus 170?
360 minus 170 was
Something.
190.
190.
190.
Yeah.
I have confirmed that with someone else. Yes, 190.
Yeah.
So 38x equals 190. Divide by 38,
No, you're up there.
right? You with me? And then did someone else get 5? For 34, did someone get x equals 5?
Yes, ma'am.
X equals 5. We are not finished once we have x equals 5. Do you understand why we're not finished with x equals 5?
Because you have to plug it into the number that it asks you for the angle.
That's correct. It asks us for angle F. Come on. Angle F. So we got to plug it into here. So we have to do 22 times 5 minus 3. 110 minus 3. Is that going to be 107? Is that what you guys got?
Yeah.
Okay, 107. Let's go to the next. Some of you might have already finished some.
Well, at least it's not as confusing
All
as
right.
the other lesson.
This is what we've done so far, okay? We learned the definition of a polygon. We learned what a polygon is, all right? We learned the difference between concave and convex. We learned what a polygon means to be regular, and we learned that they all, learned their names with their bases and their sides. Excuse me, based on their sides. So if it has 3 sides, it's a triangle. 4 sides, quadrilateral, and so forth. And we also learned one more thing before we say goodbye. We learned that the interior angles of a quadrilateral add up to 360.